Howdy all, Flight Sim Dev here. I'm not actually going to be talking about Flight Sim related, but it sort of is. It's not directly Flight Sim related, but we all have had a computer in the past that's run poorly. And I looked around, you know, I've had Avast installed and a few other programs installed, and they really haven't done it for me, you know. And I wanted a program, as you can see the screen here, I wanted a program that you could just install. It just does everything for you. It does spyware removal, it checks your security to see if it's okay, it looks for privacy problems and speeds up the internet. Just, you know, everything that you want a system to be able to do nicely all the time. And up until about a week ago, I just couldn't find a program that could do that until now. So that's why I'm doing this video. I found this program. I'm not affiliated with this program. I don't have any sponsorship from this program. I'm just doing this off my bat, and I thought I'd just talk you through why I bought it and what it can do. Okay, the program's called Advanced Systemcare, and the version I've got is 13.2 Pro. Now, I bought the Pro version. And what you're seeing here is your main care side, which you would probably run only once a week. You could run it every day if you want to, and I'm going to run it now for you for the video. And it'll do a startup optimization, so any program that doesn't need to be run, it'll turn off. Or it'll ask you actually, and you can turn it off. It'll do a registry clean. It'll go through the registry, find out any problems, any imperfections that are in there, find the cures for it and fix it. Okay, it'll defrag your registry down here. It'll look for any privacy problems that you might have, finding an update or whatever that needs to be installed, and it'll do that for you. It'll find spyware and remove that. It'll reinforce your security. So you can see, I don't have to actually tell you in the video what it can do, because you can see it's all listed there on screen. Junk file and so forth, and it'll optimize the system so the system is working nice. Now, since I've installed this, the program, I can't really say anything bad about the program. I mean, maybe it's a little bit slow, but then my machine is 4 years old. I built it 4 years ago to do a purpose, and it served me well to do that purpose. Getting a little bit long in the tooth now, sure, video card's 4 years old as well, but it still does. Well, it still plays 90% of the games that are available on the market today, and it plays them well. It might not play them at 200 frames like the latest generation RTX graphics cards can do, but I get 60 and 70 frames, and to me, that's fine. You know, 70 frames, the eye can't see much more than about 75 frames anyway, so hey, anything more than 75 is just, to me, a total waste. So I'm just going to run this and show you what it can do. So I'm just going to run it now. I've got it set down here at the bottom. You can see the checkbox down here that I'm turning on and off at the moment. That's set to auto fix. So it'll look for startup items. We've got one, and if you click on it here, it'll show you what startup items you've got running and whether you want it to be there or not. Right? You can turn a lot of these services off. So I won't worry about that just yet. I'll turn that one off. And then you've got your privacy traces. So you've got Thunderbird, and you've got Windows, and you've got Office applications. And I really don't want anything going back to Microsoft, what's on my computer. That's why I'm running Windows 7, and I'm happy with Windows 7. Okay, so there's the scanning. It's done 12%. I'll let the video go, and I'll come back when it's finished, and we'll have a look. Well, it'll fix itself, so I don't have to have a look. So I'll just let that go. You can see it's doing it reasonably quickly. So registry entries, 19 errors there. Spyware threats, none. Invalid shortcuts, none. You're going to have things that I don't have. System optimization, nothing needed. Internet improvements, nothing needed. These are all good things. I run these, as I say, once a week. It's Friday today, and there it is. It's doing all the fixes, and it's all done. So in junk files, save 31 megabytes. And if you've got finite space like an SSD, like I have, 31 megabytes, every 31 megabytes really helps out. So you finish that one. So that part is done. You've got your speed up boost here, so you can boost your computer. You can see out of all the programs that are running in the background, 46 have now been stopped, right, and 62 megabytes of RAM has been released. 62 meg is not a lot when most people have got 8, 16 or 24 or even higher capacities memory inside the computer. So that's really neither here nor there. But you can actually turn it off. You can set it up to work mode, or you can go to economy mode. Economy mode, you watch how many stop in economy mode. It'll go through the process. Now we had 46 before, turbo boost is off, and we've still got 46. So it really didn't make that much difference. What about if we change the work mode? Work mode will probably turn most of them back on again. No, yeah, we've got a couple more have been turned on. Okay, but I'm about to play a game in about half an hour time, so I'll turn it to game mode. So it'll be back to where it is, and it'll tell you in the details what has been stopped. So you can see your ActiveX controls, and if you're doing browsing or things like that, you probably want to go to work mode. Okay. So hardware accelerate, 12 outdated drivers. Right now you can install software which you'll have to pay for separately, which is an updater, update booster or whatever it's called, and it tells me what my outdated drivers are. And they're basically just drivers that run the motherboard and the things that are plugged into the motherboard. So I'm not worried about that because my system is working good, so I don't need that. Deep optimization, well, this is hard drive settings, this is RAM, internet and so forth, and you just hit optimize, and you can see it goes through the process here of optimizing anything that it can, and that will make your machine it just makes your machine run faster and nicer, and boot up time is very, very nice as well. This is a toolbar cleaner. It's also another payware thing that you add on, so unless you want it, you can install these two and pay for those as well. Now under protect, you can see with the pro version, sensitive data protection. So if you've got passwords, pay slips, whatever on your hard drive, it'll protect those areas so spyware and so forth can't get to it. Untrusted program blocker, handy if something tries to run in the background, it'll block that. Your real-time protector is anything like when you're surfing the web or whatever, it'll help you protect there. You also got another one here which has got email protection, surfing protection and ads removal, so that's handy. And then you've got if you've got a fingerprint scanner, in other words if you've got this program on a mobile phone or a cell phone, it'll protect the fingerprint, so it's only your fingerprint basically. And also it'll clean browsing data, so cookies and so forth like that, it'll all be cleaned when the program runs the second time around. And it also has a home page advisor, so it takes you to a home page which is a safe home page. So that's under the protect. Under the toolbox, we've got a lot of things we can install here. I don't have a lot of them installed. I do have the program deactivator. It is a very good program, and you can see this is the window. When you click on it, this is the window that comes up, and it tells you what memory usage it has and what load it has on your PC or Macintosh or even a Linux machine. It works on all three systems, and you can see that these have no impact. These ones here that say none, there's no impact, so there's nothing really to do there. Advanced System Care has low impact, but it's required by the system. These have got low and medium, so you can turn them on or turn them off here. Once you've done that, you go back to this one. That's program deactivator. You can registry defrag, so put your registry in the right format. You've got system information, and it'll tell you everything about your system in here and what it is and so on. You can have an auto shutdown. Now I tend to go to bed at about 10 PM, so I've got this machine to automatically shut itself down at 10 o'clock, and I think that's a fantastic feature. You've got ASC portable, so this one here you can generate a code and then put it on your cell phone, mobile phone, and then use this program, ASC being Advanced System Care, and have a portable version on your mobile phone, right? On your phone, cell phone, laptop, wherever, anything that you take with you. You've got WinFix, which is a There's another program that opens up. Now this gives you various things. You can do a general fix, advanced fix, so you can fix anything that is not working on your machine. So say the icons are not displaying properly, you can hit fix and fix that. Everything's working on my machine, so there's no point me hitting any of these. You know, icon is not displayed correctly, the recycling bin icon, it's all about icons on this one. Then under system, you've got reset the fixed folders view settings, so you can reset all of the views. You might have done something in your system and you've changed something and you go, oh, how do I get that back? And you've forgotten. Well, it'll probably be in here for you to fix. So you've got these fixes. You've got fixes for Internet Explorer. I don't use Internet Explorer, so there's no point. And I don't use Media Player, so there's no point in that. But if you have Media Player, you can run the fix for that as well. And that's just a general fix. Just various things. You can see there's nothing there because, well, my machine's working pretty good. So we'll close that down. And then you've got Content Menu Manager. So these are what's basically loading in the background. You can turn them on, turn them off. You've got a disk doctor. I'll just run that and you can see C drive. So let's do a quick scan of C drive and it'll just check all your sections and sectors on your hard drive and make sure your hard drive is working as it should. If there's any bad sectors, it'll write them out as bad and it'll skip them so you don't have any data loss in the future. And you can see no errors found. Okay, and it'll do all your hard drives and external hard drives if you've got them. Okay, system control. I haven't installed this yet, so I can't actually tell you. Let's not show that again. Let's just download it. These are all in the Pro version. Okay, system control. So this is basically anything to do with your networking or connecting, your recycling bin. You've got functions here for your CD-ROMs. When you can, you can turn autoplay on if you've got that turned off. You've got all your security in here. Turn on Windows Security Center, turn on the firewall, turn it on and off. So basically to do with your system and networking and user logons and probably passwords and things like that, and your download options, okay, and where things download to. So you've got undelete. Well, you can search for anything in here: documents, photos, archives, music, video, or any other type like PDF files and so forth. And you can search for all of these and it'll search for anything that's been deleted. And you can get that information back. So that'll be handy if you delete something by mistake and you've emptied the recycling bin and going, oh shit, I want to get that back, right? DNS protector, well this will protect your I use OpenDNS here. You can use Verizon or Verizon. You can use the Google Public, Komodo Public, or DNS Advanced Public, or you can just go back to your normal settings. Default programs, these are just programs that you've got installed, like you might want, Firefox for your browsing. Some people use Google, so you'll have that selected. Infan View I use for showing me images and minor adjustments to the images. VLC I run for everything, video and audio. Mozilla Thunderbird for my email program. You can see VLC there's replaces Media Player. Internet Explorer here. You can set whichever one you want as default. I've got Firefox as default. Infan View instead of Paint, or Windows Photo. VLC instead of Windows Media Player. Thunderbird is just email, and instead of Windows Media I've got my video files here as well. Okay, so there's just your default programs. You've got a Registry Cleaner here, and it'll go through all of those headings inside the registry, all of these ones on the left, and it'll actually clean, and it'll scan them first and then it'll clean them or fix them if there's a problem there. Disk Cleaner, these are only in the Pro version. I think there is a free version of this, but it doesn't have all the Pro options, and you can go through your hard drives to see which hard drives. You can see I've got a few hard drives here. You can see which hard drives you've got, and it'll find anything that needs to be deleted basically. You've got a file shredder. This is just recently new. So if you've got something in a folder and you want to totally destroy it so it can never be taken, never be brought back, in other words, you're planning on getting rid of your hard drive, but you don't want to just chuck it in the bin, and you don't want to smash it, you know, but you can actually get rid of all the files that way. You can secure, you shred, you just basically shred everything, just like if you've got a paper shredder and you put paper through it, very hard to assemble it again. Empty folder scanner, from time to time, and I've done it, from time to time you might make a folder and go, oh, I don't really need that folder, but forget to delete it. Well, this will find empty folders and delete them for you. Shortcut fixer, if you've got shortcuts that have been made, put on the desktop wherever you've put them, and then you've uninstalled the program, you've still got the shortcut. This will find shortcuts and fix them. Either find the path, and if it can't find the path, it'll just delete the shortcut. Clone file scanner. Now this is any duplicates you've got. Now you've got to watch out. If you're in flight sim development, this one can be devastating to you, because you might have, say, an AI package, and an AI package might have, say, 200 folders in there, and in those 200 folders you might have 2,000 aircraft in each folder. Well, 737s come with so many varieties, you know, your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900s, right? You might have a texture folder that might say Qantas, hypothetically, and the texture is Qantas.dds. And then you might have another one that says, or it might just say image.dds, or it might just say, you know, it might just have a code.dds, and in the next folder it might be AirAsia, and it'll have exactly the same name. So be very, very careful with this one, that you don't actually delete it, because you can destroy Flight Simulator. You can destroy your whole system, really. But you might have two in here that are identical, but they're using different textures. So you'll have two names identical, but they'll be two different images with identical names in different folders. So you've got just to be very wary about this one. Large file finder, well, that's self-explanatory. It looks for large files and it asks you if you want to delete it or not. And process manager is anything that runs in the background, and this is anything that's loading right now. So when Windows load, it loads all of this, and it'll tell you your priority, whether it's high, normal or low, and the CPU usage. At the moment, 10% is being used by screen capture, which is how I'm recording this video. So that's basically the front module of your Toolbox, which you can install. Software updater, well, you can see there's a new version of Flash Player, so you just hit update and you can see it's now downloading the update and it'll install it for you. So that's the beauty for that. Thunderbird, there's an update for Thunderbird, so I'll just update that one as well. So you can see it's downloaded the Flash Player to version 32.0.0.314. Yours might be different on your system. If you're running Windows 10, probably a different number as well. And then it'll install the program quietly in the background, and it doesn't annoy you. And you can see now everything's up to date, so you don't have to worry about that. Action Center is anything extra that you want to buy. Okay, so you've got Driver Booster Pro here, and these are, if you buy this program, you'll get these at a big discount, but on the next year you'll still have to pay that $60 for this one and $19 for this one, and so forth and so on, right? So NordVPN, when I first got it, it said first 3 months for free. Now it's $3.49. I don't use a VPN, so I'm not really worried about it. So you've then got your settings in here. So it can do a lot, this thing. You've got your quick settings, and it shows you just these clicks that are on. You can see the Pro version, they're all on. Then you've got under here, under settings, and it gives you all the background settings that the thing can do. So general settings, right, real-time protection, which is on, spyware removal, skip any files that are larger than whatever you want to specify, and priority for scanning, registry cleaner here, privacy sweep. Now you might want to get rid of cookies, and you want to get rid of index data, and you want to get rid of saved information like your name and so forth, I would not tick that, and watch out for passwords, because if you've got passwords in there, it'll get rid of all of that. But it'll only do it for whatever you got installed. So watch out for passwords. I did it once and it deleted all my passwords in all my browsers. Lucky I've got backups, but on an external hard drive. Junk file cleaner, it'll look for any junk file. System optimizer, daily use home user. Internet booster, DSL, it'll internet boost to whatever you're using. If you're using a wireless connection, it'll boost it so you'll get better connection. Security reinforce, so I've got deep reinforce. I'm running the pro version. Vulnerability fix. I've got items that have been purchased in a folder on my hard drive, and I want to make sure that they're safe, so it then stores a safe version on a cloud. Disk optimization, you can see I've got 2 SSDs there and the rest are normal hard drives. You've got auto care, which is you can, when this runs, I want to do all of that when it first starts up every day. I wanted to do auto clean of what I've already got ticked here. Excuse me, I'll just clear my throat. Sorry about that. You've got auto update, so it'll automatically update this program. So notify me of downloads of the updates, automatic update here of this program, that is, that's not of Windows. Auto RAM clean, so it gives you a little program that's on the desktop that shows you how much CPU usage you've got and how much RAM you've got. Ignore lists, so anything that you don't want scanned by this program or deleted or fixed by this program. So you might have a, say, your AI package inside Flight Simulator, you might want that to be not scanned and not cleaned at any time, okay? And then logs and backups, and there's always logs and backups. This will create its own log. I want it logs turned on so I can go to them and see what it turned off or deleted or undeleted, okay? And then you've got all your notifications here, notification for minimization. You don't have to have notifications, and when it's got a little pop-up, only want it to pop up for about 10 seconds. And then you'll hit apply, right? I've done that, so I don't need to hit apply. And that's basically the program, and that's Advanced Systemcare 13.2 Pro. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants their machine running fantastic. I mean, mine boots up in about 23 seconds. Beforehand it was slow, it was wandering into the 38 seconds, but that's Windows 7 being installed for 3 years. I tried Windows 10 for about 6 months, 8 months, didn't like it, went back to Windows 7, and I've had it installed for 3 years, all my updates. It's now not even supported by Microsoft anymore, but it's still running as good now as when I first installed it, and it's thanks to this program. So thank you IObit for creating it, and this is Flight Sim Dev. If you found this video informative, I'm not going to do any editing to it, it's just going to go out there raw. Give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, well, thumbs down. And if you want to subscribe to the channel to see any videos similar to this or anything Flight Sim related, subscribe to the channel. Anyway, for now, I'll catch you guys on the flip side and in the next video. Cheers, bye.